So I wanted to bring you into our recording radio studio to show you a new piece of furniture that we purchased. This is a 1937 RCA Victor floor radio. It's 1937 because there was a sticker inside of the console back here. Now this is back when they made radios for entertainment, educational, and this was the TV of the day. In 1937, this would have cost around $150. You put that in the inflation calculator today, that's like $2,700. So it was a very expensive piece of equipment back in that day. So it'd be like, hey, you want to go buy a radio? It's going to cost $2,700. Let's go to the store and get one today, that type of thing. This was a very unique radio. This was a local purchase that we made on Facebook Market. Didn't realize it was this close to our residence, so we went and got it. And it's got these presets. And the way the presets work is, this was kind of a new age thing. I'm going to turn it on. It does kind of work. We didn't get it because we wanted to listen to the radio. We wanted it because it was a feature or a piece of furniture rather than an operating piece of equipment. So you turn it on, and it takes a while to warm up. It'll hum. But it's got two modes. It's got manual and it's got electric. Electric, if I want it, and it's got these presets for the Chicago and Milwaukee markets here. So presets, if I wanted to go this one, it'll reset and take to the big station in Milwaukee. If I want to go this one, it will go to another station. And it will just, the presets will go and search for wherever that station's at, and you don't have to touch it. And sometimes they'll get stuck there. So we'll just turn that back over on manual, and then I can readjust it. The manual here indicates what I'm on, whether I'm on electric or, I'll turn this off here, whether I'm on automatic or electric. This here was what they called, I think it's called a targeting eye or a frequency eye. It's like back in the day if you had a boom box and you got the red light saying that you were in the FM frequency right on the dot. This will illuminate a very ominous bright green to let you know that you're zoned right in on that frequency. There are lights back here. The speech and the music, that's an operation on this knob here. We got volume. What is this? Range selector. The interesting thing about this, it has the normal AM frequencies, 540 to 1710, I think that's what it is we run now. But it also has medium wave and short wave. And from what I understand, the short wave, and on this radio, it has different frequencies from London, Belgium, Pittsburgh, New York, because that frequency, it was a much different type of wave than the traditional AM frequency that we're aware of now. Medium wave, it shows police, aircraft, and that's pretty much Amtrak or AMTR. So you can adjust that by this knob here, manual or electric switching. So, and this is the tone, it will adjust the high or low pitches. So it's a very pretty piece of equipment that is somewhat functional. It runs off tubes, and when we did run it and have ran it for some time just tinkering with it, the back of it gets extremely warm because all those tubes light up, and you could basically, I think you know, cook meat on the thing. It gets so warm. But this was a very unique piece of equipment, an entertaining, education, family thing, and you can see around these knobs where somebody has loved it quite a bit. So 1937, it was manufactured, and it was like cars nowadays. They make a model late in the year in order for sales for the following year. So you think about what was happening in 1937. Did somebody sit in front of this radio and listen to a news report about the invasion of Normandy, about the war ending? Did somebody listen to the landing on the moon in 1969 with this radio? Who knows? But if it could tell stories, it would have some very unique information to share. So just thought I'd share it with you. We think it's a very pretty piece of equipment, well maintained. There really was no backstory. I asked the lady who I bought it from, what's the story on this? And she said about 20 years ago, she was in collecting items like this, and she got it, and it sat in her basement, and her son has moved back in, and they need to get rid of it to make space for him. So That's really all the story that we know about it. So the RCA Victor floor radio from 1937.